The gamer is doing the gamer things. In a recent article, the company outlet claimed that queer games are under attack from every angle. If only that were true. Roll this up over at phantompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. So, video game journalist Tessa Kaur, who writes at The Gamer, claims that queer games are under attack from every angle. In the article, Kaur, who uses they, them pronouns, does not provide any evidence that queer games are under attack from any angle, but simply points to a fear that some individuals have that the recent purchase of Electronic Arts by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Silver Lake, and Jared Kushner's affinity partners will result in the censorship of queer themes and characters in its games, such as The Sims, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. Additionally, Kaur points to the fact that Saudi Arabia has criminalized same-sex identities and sexual activity, and President Donald Trump has attacked LGBTQ plus rights and legal protections. Not sure what that has to do with queer games being under attack from every angle, but Kaur made that a point to note in the article. Nevertheless, Kaur then goes on to state that EA CEO Andrew Wilson has insisted its values and commitment to players and fans around the world remain unchanged. We know what those values are. I've documented that in previous articles, previous videos. This is a company that is radically dedicated to pushing degeneracy, pushing transgenderism, pushing gender identity, pushing feminism. You see this in a number of their games, whether it's Apex Legends, whether it is Mass Effect, whether it is Dragon Age, the Veilguard. They are all in on pushing that degeneracy that is destroying our country, our nation. Aside from this, Kaur's only other point of reference is the fact that a number of adult games have been removed by itch.io. Two websites that host adult pornographic games are facing legal action from the state of Florida, and Steam has removed games with adult themes from launching in early access. So Kaur provides absolutely zero evidence to support the claim that queer games are under attack from every angle. Unfortunately, the opposite appears to be the case. LGBTQ plus propaganda has become more and more accepted in games and to gamers. Case in point, numerous gamers ignored and many defended the inclusion of underage sodomy in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That game came out just this year. The game had a peak concurrent player count of 256,206 players back in February. That's right, over 250,000 players were playing this game when it debuted in February. Similarly, Baldur's Gate 3 was marketed to players noting that it featured bestiality. It had a peak concurrent player count of 875,343 in August 2023, and over the last 24 hours still had a peak concurrent of 87,538. Ubisoft reported that its Assassin's Creed Shadows game had surpassed over 5 million players while also promoting the game having LGBTQ plus themes and features. So while Kaur's claim is clearly not true, it ought to be. The Catechism of the Catholic Church is abundantly clear. Homosexual acts are intrinsically disordered. They are contrary to the natural law. Under no circumstances can they be approved. Additionally, Pope Paul VI stated in Inter Mirifica, the same public authority which legitimately concerns itself with the health of the citizenry is obliged through the promulgation and careful enforcement of laws to exercise a fitting and careful watch lest grave damage befall public morals and the welfare of society through the base use of these media. That's what all of these games are doing. It's base use of the media, pushing this degeneracy, and it should be regulated by the government. It should be banned. It should not be allowed to be propagated through these video games. Pope Paul VI goes on and says, such vigilance in no wise restricts the freedom of individuals or groups, especially where there is a lack of adequate precaution on the part of those who are professionally engaged in using these media. Special care should be taken to safeguard young people from printed matter and performances which may be harmful at their age. So specifically, obviously, when special care taken towards children who are obviously much more impressionable with the way that their brains are developing and their wills are developing, etc. Their character is developing. So unfortunately, this claim there's absolutely zero truth to it. The opposite is actually happening based on what we've seen over the past couple of years and even in this year. But unfortunately, I wish this was true. I wish this was true. This is something that needs to happen. The games that have these themes, have this propaganda in it, should not be allowed to exist. They have zero right to exist. Evil has no right to exist. And the government should indeed step in to protect the common good, to protect public morals. and the welfare of society. It is the government's duty to do that, and they should indeed do that. Unfortunately, our governments don't do that. Instead, they seem to be protecting the degeneracy that is destroying our public morals and welfare. But hopefully we can turn the tide. We can get some better people in charge and really work to root this wickedness and evil out of our society. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.
Why would you be afraid of the people? Why are you not afraid of God instead of man?